Now moving over to Africa Cup of Nations. It is round one. I am very excited. We've got some tremendous value on some of these matches. I think we've got 5 matches that we've picked. We discussed with both Alex and Martin and myself. These are the 5 games that we want to talk about. So let us wait no longer. Bringing in Alex from Need for Tips and Martin W. Green. There we go. We've got sound. We got sound. Yay! How's it going, boys? Africa Cup of Nations.
Yeah, it's going good. It's
Super
going
excited.
great.
Super excited. Me too. And we've got some tremendous value.
Just wanted to let you know if the show was fun till now. I think that our viewers will get bored with us.
I know that was quite a ride. That speaking to those two, both mounds of energy, especially EJ there. But we're fun. We're fun. We can do it.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, so let us start. Obviously, Africa Cup of Nations starts on Friday with the hosts kicking off the tournament. Hosts Egypt, our favourite, with Mo Salah. And so I'm going to start with the Egypt game. I know it wasn't quite on our cards. Martin sent me a message saying that he wanted to have a talk about it as well. We actually do have some really great value there. I don't know if you've got anything for this one, Alex. EJ, Zimbabwe, Group A. All right.
Not exactly. No, I think that it's a good for a parlay bet, but not more than that. Maybe Mo Salah, anytime goal scorer, it's a fun bet. In general, very low value for Egypt game because Egypt are huge favorites to win the competition, you know, at 5.5, followed by Senegal at 8 and Ghana and so on.
Well, I did find something, so we'll see if we can convince you. So obviously Egypt warmed up for the Africa Cup of Nations with a 3-1 win over Guinea on Sunday. I have to say, so Egypt 1.33 there. I'm liking Egypt minus 1.5 at 1.75. I think they're going to have good ball possession, and I think that it's going to be a comfortable, confident win. Egypt minus 1.5, 1.75. Mr. Martin Green, what do you have for us?
Yeah, there's a great deal of expectations surrounding this Egypt side for the tournament. They're on home soil. It's going to be, they got to the final last time around. They're going to hope to go one better this time. I think they're going to want to start strong in the first game. And you can find odds of 1.91 on Egypt to win half-time, full-time. I like to look at that a lot. I haven't seen much from Zimbabwe to think that they're going to challenge the latter stages of this competition. So I think that looks a decent bet. They're also known as the pass to Mohamed Salah team, understandably, because he's one of the best players in the world. And you're looking at the rest of this Egypt team, there's not a great deal of quality, really. Not sure why they're quite such heavy favourites for the tournament, because there are a lot of teams that are better than them in terms of overall quality. But they are on home soil, and they should enjoy the conditions, so that could be a big factor in it. So Mohamed Salah to score at any time, 1.91, just looks like a great bet. I've got to take that. He's been on fire for the last 2 seasons for Liverpool, tearing it up in the Premier League, tearing it up in the Champions League. Cup of Nations, he really should be topping the goal scoring charts here against very limited defences from the likes of Zimbabwe. So I think that looks like a good bet. Conditions are going to play a big factor here. African Cup of Nations is normally held much earlier in the year. They don't want it to clash with the Premier League and Champions League and Serie A anymore. They moved it to the summer, so it's going to be very, very hot. So interesting to see how that pans out. But Egypt as the home team should find it to their liking, and I think they should win this one comfortably.
Yeah, love that. Mo Salah, anytime goal scorer. Come on, Alex. I know you'll like that bet.
This is what I said. Mo Salah, anytime goal scorer is a fun bet. I huge value there at 1.91.
Yeah.
The crowd will be everything for Egypt, and as Martin said, it will be very, very hot. So they already declared that they will do at every 25 minutes a water break. So it will be okay.
Yeah. All right. Nigeria versus Burundi. Group B. Nigeria 1.38, draw 4.8, and Burundi 13.8. Obviously, Group B favourites Nigeria playing the underdogs of the group. Obviously, the odds are reflecting that. Start us off here, Alex. What are you liking?
Yeah, absolutely great value for Nigeria's Naka bet. I think that they are priced at 1.4 when I looked last time. They have a great squad. But my problem with the African Cup of Nations is that you cannot find very good value because you don't I don't trust personally the African teams, when they play against each other. We did some good money on the African Cup of Nations in 2017. We went in profit, but I think that everyone should play it safe. I don't think that we should go full stake. I don't think that we should play every match. Go with the value, and that's about it. For example, for the four matches which I will talk today. Can do them for Team ACA only with the winners. But for this match, I have Nigeria minus 1.5 at 2.2, and I have Nigeria halftime, full-time at 2.0.
Ooh, so two bets. Yeah, I was wondering on the Asian handicap there. Looking Nigeria in the over 1.5 goals, 1.83. Yes. Yeah, that's my bet here. I agree with you. Opening round, go easy on your stakes there. Martin, what do you like in this one?
Yeah, I think there's a real gulf in quality between a lot of the teams taking part in this tournament. You've got a few heavyweights like Nigeria, Morocco maybe probably in there, Egypt, Senegal, Ivory Coast. And then a lot of teams that just look like they're making up the numbers. And that's what I see from Burundi. Not a footballing powerhouse, never really had a great deal of success in this tournament, and I think it'll be a pretty one-sided game. You look through the Nigeria team, they've got players that are playing for decent clubs across Europe, and recognizable names, players that have torn up the Premier League before. Burundi, there's a bit of a lack of quality there, and I think even though it's the opening game and it'll be quite cautious, I think Nigeria should win it pretty comfortably. I think the heat's going to play a factor in this one, so I think second half, players are going to get a bit tired and they might not steamroller them in terms of a high score line. So I'm looking at Nigeria and the under 3.5 goals in this one. And that is, let me just work that out in decimal, 1.78.
1.78. All right.
You know what? I think that he makes a great point because for the big names who are performing at the African Cup of Nations, Nigeria, Morocco, Senegal, Egypt, Algeria. Many players are playing in Europe, and they will never play this heat. But from the other side, we have Burundi, Namibia, Tanzania, who are very used with the heat because they are playing in their countries for small clubs, So I think that it will be a decider. The hot factor, the weather factor, it will be a decider in this match. But I still think that the big names will have a deep tournament and create some spectacle.
Yeah. As sort of heat, as you were saying there, would you say it would more goals scored in the first half than the second as a general? Would you see
more goals scored in the second half?
A second half was what as players become a bit more tired and fatigued and with the heat. Interesting. All right.
It depends. If you've got quick attackers on the bench and you put them on in the second half to run at tired defenders, that's when you'd probably see goals in the second half. Otherwise, I imagine the first half would be a bit more action-packed and the second half would be a bit sluggish. But yeah, if you find a team that's got quick players on the bench, like someone like Musa could come off the bench for Nigeria and do well here. But yeah, I think that is a bit risky one.
Yeah, interesting. Okay, yeah, I'm looking at Nigeria and the over 1.5 goals. Martin, Nigeria in the under 3.5 goals. Alex, Nigeria minus 1.5 on the Asian handicap. Morocco versus Namibia, their Group D. Morocco 1.53 draw, 4.33, and Namibia 9. Now, this is obviously an important match for Morocco. They're fighting with Ivory Coast to win Group D, and obviously it might come down to goal difference. Playing obviously a group underdog here, heavy underdogs in fact. Price 51 to win the group. I think that Morocco need to come out hard and strong in this one. The only thing is, I was obviously looking at the back at Morocco's last 4 matches they haven't won, 3 back-to-back losses. Do you think that is reflective of this match? Because the odds certainly don't, Alex.
No, I don't think that we should take in consideration the friendly matches because we're talking about a very, very talented squad, great players performing in Europe at big clubs. I just give you 2-3 examples. Hakim Ziyech from Ajax Amsterdam enjoyed a superb season in both domestic league and also Champions League. Sofian Koufal, Celta Vigo. Sassuolo, Mehdi from Sassuolo, small clubs but very interesting and decent players. I think that they have the necessary firepower to beat their opponents and to start great against Namibia. I'm going -1 on the Asian handicap at 1.76.
Ooh. Oh, that's a good one. I missed that one. Very good indeed. Okay, so -1. What do you like, Martin?
Yeah, Morocco -1 Asian handicap for me at 1.75 all day long. Have to take that price. Again, I just go back to the point that there's about 5 or 6 heavyweights in this competition and a bunch of teams that have no real footballing pedigree and a real lack of talent across their squad. Morocco, you look at some of their players, like the ones Alex mentioned, also Mehdi Benatia, who was at Juventus for many years, a very strong defender. They should just have far too much quality for Namibia in this game. I also don't read much into the friendly results before the match. They've bolstered their squad with some far better players that missed those friendlies now. And I just think this should be a pretty one-sided affair. Morocco -1 Asian handicap was good to me at 1.75.
Yeah, absolutely love that bet. I was looking at Morocco in the over 1.5 goals, 1.83, but official play Morocco -1. Somebody has asked, will fatigue be a factor for Mo Salah? Has played a long season for Liverpool.
All the players have played in long seasons. Yes, Mo Salah played maybe 6-7 games in plus from the others, but I think that most of the players should have fitness problems. And as again Martin mentioned earlier, the weather factor will count here because most of the players are coming from Europe, and Mo Salah is coming from Liverpool. And imagine that the weather in England is not like in Egypt.
Yeah. Martin will agree to that one.
He will be tired, but I think playing for Egypt means so much to Mohamed Salah. You can just see how much it means to him on the pitch. He takes it so seriously. He's one of the most famous people in the country. He was just named in the Time 100 most influential people in the world because of just how great he is for Egypt. So I think he's going to be so determined to give his all in this tournament. The only thing that would stop him is injury. I think he'd overcome any fatigue, and he's got enough pace to terrorise these defenders in this anyway.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, Senegal versus Tanzania in our Group C. Senegal 1.39 draw, 4.75, and Tanzania 13, obviously, against Senegal. They are favourites to win the group, 1.8. Algeria second, they're at 2.62. Senegal, obviously, are one of the favourites behind Egypt to win the tournament as well. Obviously, Senegal, they enter this match incredibly strong. They haven't tasted defeat in 7 matches, 6 back-to-back wins, and 5 of those wins to 0. Can Tanzania get on the score sheet, Martin?
Oh, I'd say that's going to be very difficult when you consider the strength of the Senegalese defence. Kalidou Koulibaly plays for Napoli. He's one of the best, highest-rated defenders in Europe. Teams like Man United have been rumoured to be buying him for north of 60 million euros for a long time, but you'd have to pay a lot more than that for him. Salif Sane went to Schalke recently. He's a good, strong player. And you've got Garner Gay from Everton screening the defence in front of them. So I think they're going to be very, very solid defensively in this tournament, Senegal. And then we all know how dangerous Sadio Mane is up front. What a great player he is. So actually, funny you should ask that, because my bet for this game is Senegal to win to 0, 1.87.
Nice. Senegal win to 0. That is my bet too. That's why I asked. Alex, what do you go for?
They have so much firepower with Sadio Mane, with Keita Balde from Inter Milan. They are absolutely amazing. Most of their players are playing in the top 5 European leagues. Some of them are playing in Turkey also, but very interesting names. Some also in Greece, but not many. But also in the back for Martin to be safe with his bet, Kouyaté from Crystal Palace. A great defender in my opinion. So I don't think that Senegal should have problems in this match. I think that I don't know the price for Sadio Mane to score anytime in the match, but I would think that. And I think that Senegal minus 1.5 on the Asian handicap at 2.1. I think that the first match is the favorite teams should get the job done, and also think about the last 2 matches of the group, and because they need goals.
Yeah.
So this is very important to start with the right and to score as many goals as possible.
Yeah, absolutely. No, I completely agree with that. All right, final match we're previewing is Algeria versus Kenya, Group C. Algeria 1.45, draw 4.33, and Kenya 8.5. Obviously, it's a must-win for Algeria if they want to. They're predicted to come second in the group. If they want to win the group, they have to win these kinds of matches. Kenya obviously not predicted to qualify. They need goals. They need points. Start us off here, Alex. What do you like?
Yeah, Algeria halftime, full-time at 2.2. Let's say the best player from the Algerian side, Riyad Mahrez from Manchester City, of course. After that, we have some experienced players like Islam Slimani from Fenerbahce, Sofian Feghouli from Galatasaray. Don't think that the Turkish league is bad. I think that is very underrated. I think that the Turkish league is bad. They are fighting for every point in that league. I'm watching the matches, and I can tell you that sometimes they are better than League One compans. But anyway, this is another discussion. I think that Algeria should get the job done from halftime at 2.2. In my opinion, great value there.
Yeah, very good, good value as well. Martin, what do you like?
That is very good value, yeah, especially based on what we've said about conditions and stuff. But I was just going to go for Algeria -1 Asian handicap again at 1.75. I feel confident that they'll cover that. Kenya's only player of note that I can see is Wanyama, Tottenham midfielder, good midfielder.
Yeah.
But overall, in terms of quality, Algeria should just be far too strong for them. Riyad Mahrez, quality on the ball. They've got a lot of good players going forward. Slimani's decent, good enough to get you goals in this competition anyway. I think, we should see favourites doing pretty well in this tournament. And I like that. -1.75. -1 Asian handicap at 1.75. I think it could make a good double with the Morocco bet as well.
Yeah. And obviously what we're discussing so we discussed 5 matches, and each one quite heavy favourites. Egypt 1.33, Nigeria 1.38, Morocco 1.53, Senegal 1.39, Algeria 1.45. Alex, obviously you are our parlay or Aka king here. Would you parlay all 5 of those into a parlay? Is there one that you would take out?
Absolutely. At 6.0, I will take it with my eyes closed. 6.0 plus 500.
There we go. Stick a unit on that one. Why not? Have a bit of fun. All right. So, okay, just to recap now our bets. So 5 matches that we're looking at for round 1. Africa Cup of Nations will be back for round 2 and obviously continue through the tournament there, giving our very best bets. So, Martin, start us off. What are you liking for round 1?
Egypt half-time, full-time, 1.91 against Zimbabwe. And also Mohamed Salah at any time, goal scorer, 1.91.
Yeah.
Nigeria, I'm going to go Nigerian under 3.5 goals at 1.78 against Burundi, who are ranked lower than St. Kitts and Nevis in the world rankings. St. Kitts and Nevis only got 55,000 people living there. It's tiny 2 Caribbean islands. That's how strong Burundi are. Morocco -1 Asian handicap and Algeria -1 Asian handicap. Both of them at 1.75. Senegal to beat Tanzania to 0, 1.87. I think that's like a great load of bets.
Yeah.
If you want a bonus one thrown in as well, I quite like the look of Ivory Coast to beat South Africa, 2.05.
Oh, I do like the bonus ones. Yes, nice one. Yes, tremendous value. I'm very excited for round 1. Alex, what have you got on your cards?
Nigeria -1.5 at 2.2. Nigeria half-time, full-time at 2.0. Morocco -1 on the Asian handicap at 1.76. Senegal -1.5 at 2.1, and Algeria halftime, full-time at 2.2. But I really love that parlay bet, Aka bet at 6.0.
Yeah, me too. Egypt -1.5 at 1.75. I also love Mo Salah, anytime goal scorer. Nigeria and the over 1.5 goals at 1.83. Morocco -1, 1.75. Love that bet. Senegal win to 0, 1.87. Algeria -1 at 1.75. Also love that bet. And I love the 6-team ACCA as well. All right, or 5-team ACCA. All right, guys, thank you so much. I will see you for round 2. Let's have a great round 1 matches. Best of luck to you all. See you tomorrow. And just remember as well what Alex, just to reiterate, obviously it is the first round. Just go easy with your units there. And we've got a tournament to go. Let's see how the teams perform. Let's build it up. So it's building your bankroll, not spending it all at once. All right, guys. Best of luck. I'll see you tomorrow.